Well, hey everybody, welcome to today's video, my virtual campfire. I guess the only thing closer to a campfire than this would be outside next to one. My wife told me on this Saturday morning, she said, honey, you need to leave the house. I said, I got to do a video. And she said, nope, we're wrapping presents this morning and you need to be gone. So I pulled off the side of the road. Here I am. I'm going to go ahead and let me kill the car so the engine noise hopefully won't be very bad. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I want to follow up on a video I did a couple of days ago, and I want to clarify the curtailments that I talked about. And I'm going to read a few comments, if I can get them ready here, from that video. And then I'm going to talk to you about some drones and kind of give you a theory, and just, I don't want to scare you before Christmas. I'm just, can't help it. That's what the Wingman does. He just thinks a lot. So, all right, first off, I said the other day that this is the best time that I have found this year, probably in a long time, to buy an RV. If you can afford an RV right now, now is the time to do it. And I talked about curtailments. To explain what a curtailment is, this is what RV dealers, when they go to their bank and they buy their units, they don't buy the units, but when they order their RVs from the manufacturer gives them to them based upon a line of credit. This is a curtailment. And so each individual RV, every single one of them, they may order 100 at a time, but each individual one, the VIN number, everything is part of a curtailment. It might be a 60-day line of credit or curtailment. It might be a 6-month. It could be longer. But what happens is, because the banks don't want to get stuck with old RVs that have depreciated in value too much, they will give the dealer essentially a line of credit, but if it goes past the line of credit, they're going to require a down payment to reduce the amount of loan that the bank is carrying on that RV. Does that make sense? That protects the bank, and it forces the dealer to get aggressive with their pricing. And so what's happened is, with the rise in interest rates, now the interest rate payments, the curtailment payments, are astronomical on these dealers. If they're sitting on a lot of inventory, especially older inventory that is aged, these curtailment payments are killing them. That's metaphorically speaking, but it is strangling these dealers, and they need to get out of that RV. So, if you are looking to buy an RV, if you find one that the curtailment period is getting ready to be over, which means that the manufacturer, excuse me a second, rather the dealer has got to make a payment on this thing, not just an interest payment, but a principal payment to reduce the amount that they owe on this RV, they would rather take a loss many times. So a lot of these RVs that you're seeing out there, especially the ones that are maybe a year or older, that have been sitting on the lots, those dealers want to get rid of them now. And so between now and December 31 is a great time, if you can afford to buy an RV, to go out and do it. Hopefully that clarified it. I got a real quick email. Got a lady from Hawaii that's got her situation is a little bit different just because she's from Hawaii, but this may be you. You may have an RV and you may not even live near the RV, but you want to get rid of it. This lady, Sharon, says, aloha, I've got a 2007 Mercedes Sprinter, blah, blah, blah. Kept in very good shape, have it in climate control storage. I live in Hawaii, but I store it in Reno, Nevada. I'm considering selling it turnkey. Don't know if anybody's done this, but it's fully equipped. All you need to do is bring a toothbrush. I like your opinion. Don't want to bother the salespeople yet at PPL about this question if I don't have to. Mahalo for your time. My email address is blah, blah, blah. And so this was about a month ago, but I responded to this person, and I said, essentially, you got a lot of different ways you can sell your RV, lots of them. And if you want to make the most amount of money possible, or spend the least amount of money possible in selling it, make the fewest amount of mistakes, find someone you can trust. If you live way far away from your RV, I think that PPL Motorhomes is as good as you're going to find anywhere. There are other places I'm sure that you can consign your RV, but none that I recommend. Now, what I told this woman, I said that the challenge is, while people love those Sprinter chassis RVs, again, excuse me. The problem, the challenge for her is going to be competition. Lots of competition. Lots of those things are out there on the market right now. But more importantly, that if she wants to get a fair price in a reasonable amount of time, PPL is a good place to start. Even if you don't end up there, if you contact PPL, their information is down in the description of this video. I'm going to go ahead and put the website up here. I got some visitors around me wondering what I'm doing. You can talk to them. That's what they do. Tell them what you've got. Tell them the kind of RV you have. Send them pictures. Be honest. They will give you a really good idea of what they think that they can sell your RV for at one of their locations. They have 5 locations. They're in great markets. They got the Florida market. They got Oklahoma, and they got 3 stores here in Texas. Many people will literally, they will call up PPL. They'll send pictures and get a relationship going with them and get a good idea, an honest idea of not just how much they can sell the RV for, but about how long it will take to sell it, getting the money in hand. And then you can decide if you want to do business with them. The way it works at PPL, when you consign your RV there, they don't get paid. They don't get paid anything until they sell it for a price that you are comfortable with, that you agree to. So they get 10% of whatever the RV sells for when it sells. So think about it. The incentive on them is to get you as much money as possible because just the greed factor, right? I mean, they want to make as much money as they can as well. So contact PPL or contact a dealer, and you can have somebody else do it. You know, mail them the keys, they'll pick it up, they'll take it somewhere. But I think at the end of the day, nobody knows that RV better than you, and nobody wants more money for it than you. And so you having that relationship with a dealer like PPL, I think could be really, really beneficial for you. All right. On that last video I said, if I can pull it up here real quick, I talked about now was a great time to buy. Wanted to know if people thought they agreed with the same thing. Okay, go to settings, Wingman. What are you talking about? If you don't mind these impromptu, much less formal videos, let me know in the comments below. My wife would be glad to get me out of the office. By the way, my studio, where you see those pretty backgrounds, it's just a green screen. I can be anywhere. I could be on the moon, I could be in a cabin, I could be in an RV, but right now I'm in my car. My wife said that she prefers my videos with me out of the house. Go figure. But if you don't mind these videos, I can do more of them from a car or from outside on a park bench or something. But let me find these comments. And as I said, forgive me. I'm a whole lot less prepared when I'm in a car than I am when I'm in the studio. Blah, 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 blah. Here are some of the things that people thought when I asked if it was a good time now to buy an RV between now and the end of the year. Somebody says, yes, book values changed drastically on the new year for their inventory. And that's probably true. In fact, it is true. But let's keep going. This person I know, he said that while dealerships they take a tax hit at the end of the year, they won't automatically reduce the price of everything. Dealerships always try and maintain their price point and make the consumer ask for pricing considerations. If a buyer doesn't know better, they're going to pay for it every single time. And so, as I said, the curtailments that dealers have to pay, they're on each individual RV. So if a dealer has got an RV that's only been there 30 days and they got 5 months left before they have to make a payment, they're probably not going to be as flexible with the price as they would with an RV that's maybe a year old, that's still brand new and comes with a brand new warranty. Not sure if all dealerships are making crazy deals, but I know of several down in Texas that are. Boy, I know a bunch of them that are too. Usually everyone will like to move inventory. If they don't, they'll have to pay inventory tax. But then inventory taxes are based solely, this person says, on the previous month's sales and not on what's actually on the ground. This guy says, as long as you stay away from Camping World because they lie about everything. Blah, 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 blah. So a lot of people think that now is the time to buy, but I remind you that if you cannot afford an RV, don't go spending money on one. Don't do it. We live in crazy times. People are doing crazy stuff. Now, I want to switch over. I want to talk about drones. I mentioned it the other day, and now more and more people are talking about this. What do you think the chances are of them being aliens? How about none? I mean, maybe they could be from aliens, but I don't think so. What is more likely? I have been reading more and more and more about sniffers. Sniffers, and that the drones are actually sniffers. Now, what would drones be sniffing for? This is from a few days ago. This is from Newsweek. The recent epidemic of reported drone sightings across New York and New Jersey could be due to potential gas leaks or radioactive material, one subject matter expert said. Reports of mysterious drone sightings in multiple states have drawn widespread attention from lawmakers and members of the public in recent weeks. John Ferguson, CEO of Saxon Aerospace, a drone manufacturer in Kansas, weighed in on the topic. He said the FBI has received more than 3,000 tips regarding drone sightings, with the majority of these reported observations happening at night. In his 9-minute video, and this is, again, it's on TikTok. I don't belong to TikTok. I don't know anything except a lot of people are there. But in his 9-minute TikTok video, Ferguson offered an assessment of the drones, saying the only reason, I want to know if you agree with this. This is spooky. This is scary, right before Christmas. Nobody wants to think of bad stuff, right? Ever. But I think it's important to say, I mean, like a wingman, you got to pay attention. You got to be on point all the time. The only reason for an unmanned aircraft to be flown at night was if an operator was looking for something. My own guess is that these drones are not nefarious in intent. If they are, but I doubt it. But if they are drones, the only reason why they would be flying and flying that low is because they're trying to smell something on the ground. They could be searching for gas leaks or pockets of radiation. He also said he believed that the drones were seeking something very important. Why would there be so many of them? Now, not all the things that people are seeing are drones. Some of them are airplanes. They are. But there's a lot of drones out there, evidently. And so many reputable, honest, well-known people have seen them with their own eyes. So, my question is, why isn't the government telling us about it? And if they did tell us about it, would you believe them? Seriously. I mean, they've lied about everything. They've lied about way back when, Russia, and the Hunter's laptop. It's not really Hunter's laptop. They lied about the economy and the vaccines and the border. And they lie. Do you believe the government? If the government says, well, this is what it is, are you going to believe them? If you're going to believe what the government tells you and said that's the rest of the story, there's no more to it, type 1. If you think they're lying through their teeth and they'll put lipstick on a pig to talk about these drones, type 2. If you trust the government, type 1. I don't want to say this. I don't. I want to believe that they will be forthcoming. But at the same time, if it is something like radioactive material, some bioweapon, I mean, wouldn't that be horrible? Beyond horrible. It's no wonder they're not saying anything. Think of the catastrophe it would be if one ever went off. And even if it didn't, if they said, hey, folks, we think there's a nuclear bomb somewhere. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Be good for everybody. Not. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking kind of like this Ferguson dude is saying, that there is some reason they're not talking. And it ain't good. It's not just to see how those new drones are flying at night. It ain't about that. And I don't know if we're going to ever know the truth. So that's about it on this last Saturday before Christmas. I hope you're off to the start of a good weekend. Again, I do apologize. I'm doing this from my car instead of my studio. And I got to be honest with you. My studio is more than a studio. It started out being a bedroom in a house. But it's my studio, and it is also my apocalypse room. I'm one of those people. I'm a prepper. I've got all kinds of stuff. So if something does go south, I'm going to be okay for quite some time. And I hope that you've thought about that. You know, nobody wants to plan for this. They don't want it to happen, and I don't want it to happen. But just in case it does, I think I'm going to be ready more so than most people. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much. I talked for almost 15 minutes today. I do apologize. But let me know your thoughts. If you understand the curtailment thing, what the RV dealers are now having to pay, they've been having to pay this, but now the interest rates have gone up and the buyers have gone down, the inventory is still too high, they want to make some deals. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about the drone theory. And if you trust the government, type 1. If you say, no way, Jose, they've lied to me enough, I don't believe anything they say, type 2. All right, that's going to do it. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman, reminding you to be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. Merry Christmas to you. Bye-bye.